'Cause I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. Careful, I'm a lion, don't test my pride. Standing like a mountain, looking the devil right in his eyes. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. Fighter. Got no limits, I got no fears. Only got my blood, my sweat, and my tears. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. Smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, I rise up, I rise up, I rise up. Since the day I was born a fighter, I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. Yeah, I walk with broken feet, generations on my back. All the secrets that I keep got me shackled by my past. I can feel it buzzing, no, I can't do nothing. I can hear the trumpets, flowers on the coffin. Change is coming. Change is coming. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Change is coming. You can fight it if you want, but some wars you just can't win. Keep on punching underwater, but you'll never hit a thing. Yeah. Now all my blood is rushing. Here's the repercussion. Yeah. It's like all of a sudden someone pushed a button. Change is coming.
just like a...
I ain't no altar boy. I ain't no yes man. No, no. You ain't no God of mine. No, I don't need your blessings to save me. When you thought that I was done, you ain't seen nothing yet. Walk that wire, start that fire, burn it down. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet. I go harder, let the sun burn. Feel me now. You ain't seen nothing yet. I got this storm in my head, a forest fire in my chest. Look at the time on the clock, man, I'm gonna sleep when I'm dead. Whether you're ready or not, I'm rolling in like a train off the tracks, coming at you. You ain't seen nothing yet. Walk that wire, start that fire, burn it down. You ain't seen nothing yet. I go harder, let the sun feel me now. You ain't seen nothing yet. My heart, my soul, my fight, my appetite won't stop, won't quit. I come back every time. My heart, my soul, my fight, my appetite won't stop, won't quit. I come back every time. My heart, my soul, my fight, my appetite won't stop, won't quit. I come back every time. You ain't seen nothing yet. Walk that wire, start that fire, burn it down. You ain't seen nothing yet. I go harder, let the sun feel me now. You ain't seen nothing.
Yo! I messed it up again. Hang on. There we go. I still got to change that. Silence. We got it. It's fine. Oh my gosh. So Martha, so in the countdown, the song, that last song, I love that song. So I was like getting into it. And
I
Patrick
know.
was- so-
You should have seen the backstage here. And I'm lip syncing like it was.
So this is how
should
it
have
all
recorded
started
that.
with Patrick. Well, technically, it is. Well, that part wasn't recorded, but this is where we did like the Thriller song for Halloween, and Patrick wasn't paying attention, and I'm like, he was getting into it, and so I flipped to his camera so everyone could see it, and then that led into the Christmas thing that we did. So yeah.
Oh, so it is dangerous to get too into it in the countdown.
You never know. I control
you
the
might flip-
the
you
cam.
might flip,
I
yeah.
might switch over. You never know. Oh, welcome everyone. We are back. Welcome. So, all right. First off, Patrick, you all right? You breathing?
No. I'm
You
not.
had some technical difficulties like 5 minutes before the countdown. We got it fixed.
Isn't that okay? I'm
Ish.
too bright.
Ish.
I'm
I
too
know
bright.
you're fine.
I'm too
Just
bright.
it's fine. That's because you're
smart,
really
Patrick.
smart.
Live with
Yeah.
it. Own it.
Yeah. Own the gray. Own the gray. Martha, you doing all right?
Fired. I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And hope everyone else in the chat. I hope you're all doing great on a lovely Saturday. There's thunderstorms on top of us right now, so if power goes out, I'm
He
sorry.
shines like a diamond.
Yeah. Patrick shines like a diamond. Oh, wait, yeah. You gotta do the heart.
That was a diamond.
Do the heart. Do the heart.
No, that was a diamond.
I know, but
That
you
was
can
a
do the
diamond.
heart.
Oh,
All right, that's a
my
crappy
hands
heart,
don't
but-
work that way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, my hands don't work.
There's like this one too.
It's called arthritis, so you know.
Arthritis.
All right. Welcome everyone. We are coming out of FabCon, which was amazing. It was amazing. I'll drop it again. If you didn't see the keynote, if you weren't there, they did drop it on the YouTubes yesterday, so you can go check that out after the live stream. And all the SML folks are here. That's amazing. Saturday morning learning. Oh, no. All right. Oh, whew, Patrick, your video paused for a second. That was scary. Patrick says, woosah, woosah. It's all right. It'll be all right. All right. Yeah, you know what? This is an action item. So, like Kevin or Jessica or someone, send me like a link where people can go learn more, and I'll get a chat command set up to where we can do that. So shoot that over to me, because we keep talking about SML, but we don't. Everyone's like, how do I go find out more? So we got to figure that out. So yeah. So all right. So FabCon was great. We're coming out of that. Microsoft Build is coming up soon. So like that's top of mind for Patrick and I on the work front. But yeah, we're excited. And then FabCon Europe is going to be right around the corner too. So looking forward to seeing everyone there. So James coming in with 5 gift memberships. Thank you, James. So Hachi, Colleen, Irwan, Machik, and Kier Animal got a gift membership from James. So amazing. Which leads me also, what a great transition to the members of Guy in a Cube. So shout out to all the members of Guy in a Cube. You help us do what we do here. So if you see folks with the green name or the Guy in a Cube icon next to them, those are members of Guy in a Cube. So thank you so much for that. Very much appreciate your support. It's amazing. And James, thank you for sending out some gift memberships to folks so they can participate as a member. That is amazing. So thank you. Also, if you are new to the live stream or Guy in a Cube in general, put hashtag new in the chat. We just want to say hi, welcome you here. We appreciate you being here. So that's amazing as well. All right. What am I missing? Before the
Let's get into
this.
this.
So let's talk about the rules, and then we'll come back to the new folks, and then we'll get into the questions. So rule number 1, you must put Q: in front of your question to get it queued up. Chatmaster C is standing by, and 1 time is all you need. So she will get it into the queue, and then we'll go through as many as we can. We typically don't get through all of them, so sorry if we don't. If we don't get to it, come back next time, and we'll try it again. It's all good. And then so rule number 2, don't spam the chat. So again, 1 time's all you need on the questions. If you throw out your question multiple times, we have a 3 strikes rule here on Guy in a Cube. You will get put into a timeout by Chatmaster C or one of our other moderators, which I don't think I've seen any other moderators in the chat yet. So that's interesting. Normally we have a bunch. But yeah, 1 time, all you need for the question. Don't spam chat. Just, be nice. And then rule number 3, members, hold your questions until the second half. Chatmaster C will let you know when we kick over to member only chat, and then we'll get those going. So Patrick throwing out signs. There you go. Yeah. And then if you want to jump the queue, whether you're a member or non-member at any point during the stream, super chats always take priority. So if you do want to have a burning question, you want to make sure it gets answered, throw out a super chat. When you do that, make sure you type in the question before you hit the button. Otherwise, it's just a regular super chat, and we appreciate that. Yeah, that's a way you can skip the queue. All right. Matthew is not in Vegas. He's actually over in the Nordic area, I believe, at a Behemoth concert. So I don't know when exactly he's getting back. Yeah, that's where Matthew is. Okay, so let's see who are new to Guy in a Cube. So I got a couple. So the BI Masters is new. Travis is new. Lenore is new. And that's all I saw. So welcome. Glad you're here. Be sure to participate in the chat. Everyone is nice. And then Sam is new as well. So welcome, Sam. Love having all of you here. It's amazing. All right. Are we ready for the queue?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Are you ready? All right. All
Yeah.
right. And then Landry is new, also from Belgium. Welcome, Landry. And then Yash. Yeah.
Land of
First
the
live. Love it. First live. All right. Let's get into the queue. We'll get through as many questions as we have. The queue's still a little light, so if you have a question, get it in. Now is your time. Getting the question in early ensures success, unless Adam just keeps saying a lot of words. And then
Yes. Can we move on, please?
sometimes I do that just to evoke a response. Make sure he's awake. All right. None coming in with the first question. What is the best practice to connect via ODATA for better speed stability? Vendor enforces this mode. Yeah, I was going to say don't do it.
Don't.
What do you think, Martha?
Well, so ODATA, is that like a fancy API REST?
Yeah, it's not as fancy as REST APIs.
Yeah.
So
it's
think
less
like if you wanted to grab a SharePoint list and the URL that's like an OData. It's like an old school before like REST stuff came out.
That's why O is in front of it. Old school data. That's why O is there. Old school data.
Yeah. That explains why I'm not using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may have been
Martha,
before your time,
so-
Martha.
No, but really, if you can,
I
if
mean,
you
there's a lot
could,
of things.
Yeah.
What I've done in the past with OData is not using Power BI to go directly to it,
Yeah,
because
don't
there
do
is some
that.
inconsistencies,
Yeah.
connectivity, and things like that. Write a process that pulls the data out, so you can check for errors and timeouts and things like that, and build retry into that process, and then land it somewhere, a more stable environment, especially if you don't have real-time requirements on that data, if it can happen overnight or something like that. And so that's what I would recommend. Don't point Power BI directly to that OData feed.
Yeah. OData is always a bad time. So
Old school data.
someone's got some
Is that me?
weird. No, it's Martha. Her audio's
It's
a
Martha.
little.
Okay.
It went all scratchy, so I muted you, Martha, for a second. I'll put you back on in a minute. So okay. Still there, Martha.
Whoops.
Still there. I don't know what's going
Okay,
on.
so I'm back now.
No, but I still hear
At
the
least she's
scratchy.
not shining bright like a diamond.
Yeah, well. Maybe close and restart vMix, Martha.
Okay.
That'd be my guess. Okay. So she is going to restart momentarily. Let's move on to the next one. Matthew. Let's go to Matthew. Let's do any plans to be able to add reports from multiple workspaces to the org app and another workspace for Power BI. So that's still there, Martha, by the way. Oh, no, it's not. All right. She's going to get hers sorted. Give me a thumbs up, Martha, when you're ready for me to test again. I'm going to have you muted. All right.
That's a great question.
Is it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are your
I would
thoughts?
love to see that happen.
I have
I would love to
thoughts.
see it happen.
You can technically do it
Go.
today. You can technically do it today. You know what?
With links.
For
With the
this,
link.
let's head over to my machine.
No.
What?
No,
What do you
we
mean
don't wanna
no?
see this.
Because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Patrick already gave it away. So, but yeah. So if I go into app, you come into content, and then you can add a link, right? And then you can put the link to the whatever the report is, the URL, and put it there. Now the thing with that though is you're managing permissions separately, right? So you have permissions for the app, and then then you have stuff within the immediate workspace, and then you have permissions on the other workspace where the report is going to be. So, but you could do it this way, but yeah. Patrick doesn't like that. Technically works. It's still scratchy, Martha.
Hello.
Still scratchy.
What?
I don't know what's going on. Check your connections.
Oh yeah, I'll test one more
You should do a video on that and talk about how that works with RLS and all the
All
other
that
things.
stuff
You
will
should do a
work.
video on that.
Nothing changes in that
You should
scenario. Why
you should do a
would
video and show us. You should do a full video and show us how we do that, Adam. You should title it "Multiple Back Your Org App."
And then Patrick
With
froze.
most-
Oh, there we go. Patrick got all frozen. So, oh my gosh, everyone's having
It's a rough day.
everyone's
rough
having
day.
technical
It's a rough
problems.
day. It's a rough
Oh,
day.
does that mean I'm next on the technical problems? I don't know. All right, Martha says she's good. No scratchies.
I don't know. I
there you go.
changed everything.
You're back. Oh, but you're using a
Better?
different microphone now. Yeah, using a different
I
mic.
am. Is it
Yeah, that's
bad?
okay.
Let's just go.
No,
Let's-
it's fine.
yeah,
It's
let's
fine.
just
It's
go.
all good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, like it's a way. I get the ask. It's a legitimate ask. It's great. It would be great to have something like that. So I'm going to point you to ideas.fabric.microsoft.com to go. What is your what?
Look at Crystal's.
No, I
comment.
saw it. I ignored it. Yeah. Apparently you have hearing
Oh
aids
my
now
God.
too. So
And you have dementia.
I mean- I'm gonna steal Crystal's line of pleasantly demented. So
Oh my god. Oh my god.
all right. So Matthew, yes, there's the only way to do it today is with links. But definitely go
But
go
is
to
there any
ideas.
plans? Are there?
I
are
haven't
there any
heard of
plans?
anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard any.
I
I
haven't
haven't,
heard
heard
of
any. Matthew, I haven't heard any plans.
Get
for
your feedback in. Get your feedback. All right. Yash coming in with another question. Early career data analyst sitting the DP600 in a couple of weeks. Okay, so you're going to take the DP600 in a couple of weeks. Love it. SQL background with Power BI, doing Azure fundamentals, DP700 next, or Azure AI engineer. Ooh. What do you think, Martha?
Well, what are you gonna do, right? So if you're
I
gonna
love
be
that.
a Fabric expert,
Yes.
oh, should I say it depends?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
It depends.
Oh, she's got it.
Yes.
She's on it.
But so if you want to do
Love
Fabric
it.
stuff, then DP700, right? But if you know that you're going to deep dive into machine learning AI stuff inside of Azure, which is super cool, maybe then Azure AI engineer is what you should do.
Yeah. Or do them all. Like, why do we have to choose? Just
Oh
do
yeah,
them
yeah,
all.
definitely,
Yeah. Do all the things.
definitely.
So, but
I
Is the
disagree.
love that.
Fabric
I
one
disagree.
cooler, or is it just that we are in the Fabric world, so we think it's cooler?
no, it is cooler. That's a fact.
It is, right?
Yeah.
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 So
We can
we
say that.
think you should do the.
We're not
DP700.
biased at all.
No, no.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Patrick? You said you
Don't
disagree.
learn them all. Don't learn them all.
Why
Don't
wouldn't
learn
you?
them all. It's
You
what
should
Martha-
always be learning,
it's what
Patrick.
It's what Martha said. Figure out what you want to do. Focus on that. Become an expert in that area. You
Yes.
can't do all the things. You can't be a web developer, a network engineer, server admin. You can't. No. You don't do. You're a manager, so you don't do any of that anymore. So you're learning how to be a good manager.
I
That's
like
what you're
front
doing.
end development.
Yeah, but you don't do that anymore.
See, and even in
You're
DAX
becoming
Studio,
a-
you go in there and they have a whole front end section in there.
You're learning how to be a really good manager right now. You don't write DAX anymore. You can't write a SQL query to save your life. You don't even know what Kerberos is anymore. So
It's like Kerberos. It just works.
go ahead. Yeah, you're really good at what you do.
French
you're learning-
toast.
Yeah.
You're becoming really good at what you do. Yeah.
Yes, I am a manager.
Go for it.
And everyone learned
Yes.
that in the keynote at FabCon.
Absolutely.
So
But you're good at it, right?
So there's actually there's a question that came in. I'm gonna because it aligns with this. I'm gonna go and so yes, go with what Martha said.
Yes, please go with what Martha said.
So
Please
Leonardo,
listen to
I'm
Martha.
jumping the queue here a little bit, but Leandro, asked, did Patrick break the record for fastest participation in the FabCon opening keynote?
Wait, I don't understand the question.
So I think they said you went really fast.
I went really fast. I
No.
slowed down.
He did slow
I
down.
slowed
The
down.
audition, he was way fast. I'm like, you got to pull that back a little. Let it breathe a little bit.
I slowed
No,
down.
Patrick's energy was off the chart. It was amazing. Like his part was great. And then that's where he called out me as a manager, and I couldn't write select statements anymore. He called out Kim also, saying, "Look, managers just like select star. I don't know what's going on here." I had at least like 7 people or something like that come up to me and like put their hand on my shoulder and go, "Adam, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And they're like, "Well, Patrick like really laid into you. That was, are you doing okay because of that?" I'm like, yeah, that was fine. It was fine.
This is every day. There's
Robin,
nothing.
it's on the YouTubes. You can go watch it. So he's like about 3/4 into the keynote recording is about where he is. But yeah, go check it out. It was great. I thought it was amazing. So
if I went too fast, Leandro, I'll slow down. I'll slow down even more. So sorry.
no, it's fine. So the problem was in him and Amir both, like they were so excited about it, like and that's where the energy, people naturally get faster and whatnot. But like Patrick was in his zone. So I loved it. It was great. Yeah. All right. Magic coming in. Semantic models in import mode. Dev and what is that? O&M by team. I don't know what O&M is. For gateway connections, is there a scenario where you would choose auth with SSO via Kerberos? Yes. I'm just going to say yes because there's Kerberos in there. For import over auth with proper service account. Okay. I have an answer to this, but I'm going to let y'all, if you want to chime in first.
No, says Kerberos. No.
So I'm going to say it depends. So here's where this gives you is if you do it with a like regular service account or a named user, you're funneling everything with that one user, right? And so when you look at like the data source, if you look at the logs there, you're going to see that single user. That's all you're going to see. Whereas if you do the SSO via Kerberos for an import model, whoever hits the refresh, it will be. So is it? Keep me honest here. Is it the person that hits the refresh button, or it's whoever set up the items for it?
Whoever set up the credential. It's whoever set up the credential.
Okay.
Whoever set it up.
So it'll be through that user, but you don't actually have to hard code the credential at that point. So.
But I don't understand. Are we going on-prem? Where's Kerberos coming into this? I'm lost.
So there's an option that was implemented a long, long time ago, Patrick. For import models, when you do refresh, you have the option of using SSO via Kerberos for the connection on an import model.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so it just helps you. Yeah. So it's the owner of the model. So if you change owners, then it flips over to their credential, and you don't have to actually update the thing, right? So so it depends on what are your business needs on that front. Now you go the Kerberos route, you got to deal with constrained delegation and setting all that stuff up, which is like my love language. So, but if it's not yours, you may not want to do that. What did
user 457 pretty much summed it up.
I mean, I've never talked to anyone that actually uses it outside of me, but So now the other thing to realize though is it's limited on data sources, so it's not like every on-prem data source, and then and most people don't want to deal with Kerberos, so
You should do a video on it, Adam.
Oh my gosh, I'm not going to do a video on that. Oh my gosh. So
You can spin up a VM. Spin up a VM.
a VVM. Yes.
Yeah, whatever
Nobody
they call
uses it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gaston. See, I know stuff.
That stuff is like from 1996. Nobody uses.
That was my jam. I literally wrote the docs on it. And no one's touched them because they don't know what to do with it. All right, Guillermo. Let's see here. We have a I need to get new glasses, by the way. Again.
Oh, me too. So do I.
So we have a prod and a dev. You'll just wait, Martha. You'll get there. You'll get there.
She doesn't.
Yeah, you'll get there. Yeah, thanks. So we have a prod and a dev Fabric SQL. You have a Fabric SQL server? Do they have that?
Oh, maybe it's a SQL. It's a SQL database in Fabric. It's a SQL database in Fabric.
Okay, all right. I got excited. I was like, wait, did we rename SQL Server on-prem to Fabric SQL Server? That would be something. So which tool can we use to copy from prod to dev, including constraints, indexes, identity columns? Is SMS a good tool still, or is there a better one? It depends.
Man, it depends. Golly, there's so many things to unpack there. Is SQL database supported by deployment pipelines?
Not yet. It's still public preview.
Oh.
So,
about
Guillermo, is it on-prem SQL or is it actual like Fabric databases? Can you clarify that? Still no.
I don't know what still no means.
I don't know what still no refers to. No.
No.
Okay,
no.
that doesn't help either. Fabric one. So Fabric database, yes.
It's a SQL database.
The Fabric SQL database. So okay, so
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's a database, right? So you can use all the tools used for Azure SQL database, for SQL Server
But
on-prem.
can't you open up a SQL database project? I'm going to look.
So I
think you can
believe
open
there's
up a database.
Git. Is there Git integration with it?
I'm not sure.
Yes. Kevin's saying, what about project database or database project
Yeah.
to migrate things? So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kevin, different Kevin, mentioned you can do CI/CD in DevOps for SQLDB. So yeah, but like these are all the existing tools that are there for SQL. They should work with Fabric database. So no, David, don't do that. So Azure Data Studio might work, but there's end of life. Yeah, no, don't. That's going away.
So you can open it up. You can open it up in Visual Studio. Yeah, so you put it on the version control.
I'm gonna switch to your screen. I'm going to your screen.
Oh, here we go. Look,
There you go.
right here.
Yeah.
And I think people miss most of these things. It's right at the top, right? Just click that. And now you can connect. You don't have to go copy connection strings. You don't have to do anything. It's just built in.
Yeah.
And then you can start switching connections, copy, script out the database.
Yeah.
You can do all types of things here.
Oh, Chris is in the house. Chris is saying SQL DB projects work well.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. But yeah, so most of it should work. Yeah. All right. Alex is in the house now too. All right. Good to see Alex. So you said
Everybody's coming
DAC
in.
Yeah. So, but the bottom line is everything you used with Azure SQL Database, SQL Server on-prem, that should work with Fabric databases. So yeah. So just do that. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Moving on. How are we doing on time? Oh my goodness, we got 4 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah.
Daniel, because Adam's doing a lot of talking. Have an on-prem SQL table that informs when ingestion jobs are ready to start. A new row indicates job can start. What's best practice to trigger a Fabric pipeline? Read the log table to ingest. Ooh.
Oh man, there's.
So
It depends.
it does.
It depends.
Martha, you're the pipeline person. What do you think?
But I'm not the on-prem person though. But can't you do like
yeah.
mirroring? Can you just do it easy peasy?
Well, but it's still so take the on-prem thing out of this. Ignore on-prem. So if I had a table with data in it that informs it when ingestion jobs are ready to start, how do I trigger on that to start a pipeline? So we want the pipeline to trigger the pipeline.
Yeah, it
What if
depends. So
you-
I've seen. Yeah.
No,
Go, Martha.
Sorry,
Go, Martha.
Patrick. Go, Martha. Okay. No, so I've seen sometimes. Well, you can use some sort of metadata file that's being updated, and then the trigger on that file is what triggers the pipeline.
But they want to use the table to be instead of like a file with metadata, they want the table.
I don't know, Patrick.
So what? Kratos,
Yeah.
Chris Wagner.
Yeah,
right,
he
took
said
my-
what I was
took
thinking in my head.
Took my answer, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to do this. There's lots of ways to do this. The simplest approach is just have something have that table, have the pipeline just poll. That's what I would do. If I want to go against the path of least resistance, I create the pipeline and just have it poll that table to see when new data is in it every 15 minutes. But that depends on what your latency requirements are. If you need it to happen immediately, then you got to come up with something more elegant. Chris came up the RTI with Activator. You could use that. We found out, I think it was last week, a week before last, whenever we had the last live stream, you can trigger a pipeline from an API call. So you can write your own little app that's polling this thing to make it happen. I don't think we have any built-in event to say, yes, make it happen. I don't think we have that.
So, and then maybe also like Power Automate or something like that too could be used. So, yeah.
So you
lots
have to
of
come up
options.
with a way. Yeah. I mean, RTI can listen, like Chris is saying, but you have to figure it out. You got to learn it.
Yeah.
So Alex is trying to save people money. I get it, Alex.
Yeah.
I do. All right.
Yep. So
do.
it's all good.
There's lots of ways
All right.
to do this. There's so many ways.
We're bumping up on time, so we're going to move on to another question.
One more.
All right. This is a Patrick question.
No, it's not.
Do you think that paginated reports on service will be much better if it has a matrix table view? A partner company uses another BI and a quick grid report if they use it all the time to send numbers.
Adam, can you go to my screen?
Maybe.
Can you go to my screen?
Maybe.
I'm building a paginated report for a video right now. What does that say right there?
It says file.
It has a matrix. There's a matrix.
Wait, the matrix?
No, it says if it had a matrix. It does have a matrix.
You didn't get it,
table view.
Patrick. You didn't get it, Patrick. Like, are you
I got
Neo
what you
in the
said.
Matrix?
I'm more than Neo, right? I am the Matrix.
You're Morpheus.
I am all the ones and zeros. I'm Morpheus, right? I'm the Oracle, man.
Well, he's saying
So-
paginated in the service though, not report builder.
What you mean, like the online thing that just creates a table?
That would be the service, yes. The online thing.
Man, no, use this thing. This thing is much better.
Oh my gosh.
No,
So
use this. This is much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be better. You're right. It will be much better if there was a matrix there. Yes.
ideas.fabric.microsoft.com. Yeah. Yes, online thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are over time.
more.
Chat mess. No. We're gonna kick over into member only section. Chatmaster C has cleared the queue. So we are gonna go over. So members, you can start getting your questions in. And we will go from there. Yes, Rich. We're gonna call it now the services. Wait, that online thing. Yes.
I wasn't talking about the service. I was talking about the formatted
Because we said the
table,
service,
man.
and you're like, wait, that online
I'm talking
thing?
about the
Yes.
I'm talking about the formatted
That would be the
table.
service, is that online thing. Oh my gosh. All right. So members, go ahead and get your questions in. We're kicking over to member only section. Oh my gosh. If you want to learn more about becoming a member, you can. I just dropped a link in the chat. And you can go learn more, or you can hit the join button on the YouTubes to learn more. So no commitment required. Just thank you for checking it out. And then, James coming in saying he just joined P3 Adaptive as a principal consultant. Amazing, man. Congrats. P3 is a good crowd. So say hi to Rob for me. Excellent. All right, so if you want to learn more, go to become a member. Go check it out. But we are going to kick over to member-only chat, which means only members and moderators can participate in the chat. Everyone else can still watch, but they won't be able to type directly in the chat. So this is one of the benefits of being a member. And then also, super chats still take priority. So if there were a bunch of questions in the queue, we didn't get to them. So sorry. So come back next week. We'll try it again. And then if you do have something, then go ahead and do a super chat, and that will jump priority on everything. So, all right, kicking over to member only. We are now in member only. Ooh. All right. And I don't see anything in the queue. And Patrick froze.
There's one for her.
No, I know. Let me go. All right, here we go. So I got Jake. Let's go with Jake first, because that's the first one I see in the queue. Here we go. All right. Are there docs on the new Direct Lake without direct query fallback detailing architecture?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What
do you want to know? So, I mean, it just works.
Why does it not fall back?
Because it's just gonna work.
It just works. Yeah. We don't need docs. It just works.
Nice.
But yeah, no. Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, Alex pointing out too. It hasn't been released yet. Well, I thought it was in desktop though. I thought it was in the desktop that dropped it.
It hadn't been released.
No. But I thought it was in the one that dropped for FabCon. Did that not release?
Oh, let me look.
Because I thought it was in the FabCon one. Hang on.
I haven't opened Power BI desktop in so long.
I know. Because you just do it in that online thing. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let's go. I'm going over to my machine.
but
let's look.
But the thing is,
let's look together.
Okay.
Right? So let's go up to One Lake catalog, and then we'll go to what are we gonna do?
It's probably a
Lakehouse,
preview
right?
feature that you have to turn on, right?
No, I've got them all
Yeah,
on.
you
I
got to turn on
checked
the
that.
preview feature.
Is it going to Lakehouse
Okay.
or semantic model? Yeah, it's Lakehouse, right?
Yeah, here it goes.
Lakehouse.
Going to the documentation.
Right? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's in
there.
the documentation.
No, but it's there. Look. Connect to One Lake or connect to SQL endpoint. It's there. It's in the latest desktop. Yeah, we're good. And it's in the. You're saying it's in the docs.
Yeah, I'm looking at the doc right now.
All right, we're gonna jump over to Patrick's machine. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, but that's just a regular Direct Lake doc.
Well, you got to read the whole thing, right?
Oh, you got to read?
Yeah. See how it works. It talks about how it works.
Does it talk about the One Lake Direct option, though? That's the question. Like, we know there's a Direct Lake doc.
I haven't read the
Drop
doc
the link.
yet.
Patrick, drop the link in the chat, and then we can go. No. No, so all right, so Alex is calling out, so keep me honest, Patrick. So I thought the One Lake piece, I thought that part meant that we weren't going to kick over to direct query. Or is that something
it will
else?
not, but that's the question. Well, I think that's the question.
Well, Alex is saying that's
why
not the
doesn't
same
it
thing.
keep kicking?
No, Alex is saying that's not what that does. I thought it did. So maybe we got to follow up on that. We got to take that offline, and maybe there's a video that should be done. All right, I'm gonna move on. While Patrick now is going down a rat hole. It's that online thing. I'm telling you. All right. All right, next question, Kevin. Using dynamic mQuery parameters in Power BI, is it possible to use a column other than the bind column in the slicer to filter the parameter value?
No.
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 Wait.
No.
No. Yeah. All right. Gary said no? No. I think the answer is no.
No. No.
It's not even an it depends.
No, it's not.
Okay. I don't know why you're... Oh, there you go. All right. All right. Let's go, Tom. Oh, Alex. All right. Tom, love the explore this data preview option. Yes, it's amazing. But I can't access it in embedded mode. That is correct. Is this a restriction or do I need to do something to enable it? So I don't think that feature specifically is enabled. So because the explore with your data, that's not like, because the embedding, you're actually embedding reports that are already created. And so the explore the data, you're talking about when you go to a data set, and you can just say explore and it pops up a specific dialogue. So that's not in a report yet. You have the option to create a report off of your exploring. So like, I don't know how you would embed that. Like that part's not an embedding feature. So, so how would that look like? What do you envision as part of that? Like what are you trying to get? So, and how would that be different from saying in an embedded app of, hey, there's this data set and you have a button using code that you wrote that says, hey, go explore this. And it just puts you into a blank report canvas where you can just drag and drop stuff. Like, how would that be different? So on a table instead of export, that option shows up. What? Oh, it's context menu on the visual. That's what you were talking. So yeah, I didn't know which part you were talking about. I'm just looking real quick. I'm not seeing it. Is it on a specific? Is it on a table? Okay, so I don't have a table, but. So in that case, though, what it would be is sometimes those features lag a little bit from an embedding perspective. So it's not embedding first, but it tends to come later. So if that is what you're looking for, get it into ideas to get your feedback in. I don't have any knowledge on like if it's not an embedding today, like what's the timeline? I don't know. So, but that's why you don't see it. Typically, it comes in the portal first and then embedding later. So, all right. You okay, Patrick?
I got to schedule a call with Zoe on Monday.
For
Direct Lake.
Okay.
Over One Lake.
We're still on the direct lake.
Yeah, he's down a rat hole. He's on a mission. Now he's very focused on the one thing. So,
yeah, we're gonna make a video on this. We're gonna make a video on this to clear this up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Toma. When are we going to be able to test as role reports that are in separate workspaces than the semantic model? Ooh, that's a great question. I'd like to know the same. Patrick, tell us.
We don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea when that's gonna happen. That would be good though.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
Probably at the same time we get multiple
ideas.
back and at
Everyone, Kevin and Alex coming in with ideas. Lots of ideas. These are great ideas. I love it. All right. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Prachi, I'm confused. There are so many. And I'm seeing multiple numbers, and is it two different? It's two different questions. I'm so confused. Hang on. I don't know what to do with this. Two different questions. Okay, but one of them is missing a part 2. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna pick one of them, and we'll see. I may be missing something here, but I have a Microsoft Fabric setup in tenant A. I want to provide access to only one specific lakehouse table to a service principal from tenant B. All right, that's already going to be a problem. So I'm missing, I think I'm missing a part 2 on this. So I'm going to go right to part 3. What is the correct and secure way to configure and test table level access for a cross-tenant service principal in Microsoft Fabric? Part 4. Classification needed. It is necessary for the tenant B service principal to be added as a guest account in tenant A. And then according to Microsoft documentation, it should not be required to add the tenant A account as a... What? No. Okay. Let's back up. So you've got tenant A and tenant B. Your stuff is in tenant A, right? You've got a service principal in... Was that right? A tenant... I'm so confused. So the lake house is in tenant B. So we want to provide a service principal access to the lake house in tenant B. So the question is, where are you going to put that service account? And so you're saying the service account, I'm guessing, is in tenant B?
Yes.
Tenant B service principal.
She added on.
Wait, what? The lake house is in tenant A. Then why are we using a service principal in tenant B?
That's what she's asking.
Well, I don't understand the question now. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
If I have a lake house over here and I have a service principal over here, how do I give the service principal access to just one table in the lake house?
Okay, so by default, so if the lake house is in tenant A only knows about stuff in tenant A. So it doesn't know anything about service principal in tenant B. So in that case, like, can you even make a guest user off of a service principal? I've never seen that.
I don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer to that either. So, but that you'd have to get that thing represented in tenant A in order for that to work, and then you could try and do whatever. The problem is the guest user is not going to be registered as a service principal, so it's not going to show up as a service. So that part is weird to me. James, I would not do the new external sharing feature for this. So, I mean, you could do that, but now you're bypassing all of basically you have a SAS token instead of using actual accounts or service principals or whatnot. So that's why I say not necessarily going down that. How can we give access to our data over cross-tenant? So, yeah, so the external data sharing is an option, but like you're not using service principals or anything like that. It's just a SAS token. And so that's one option. The other thing is, so we can have guest users that you could do, but I'd have to try the service principal. I just don't know if that works in that scenario. I'd have to try it. It doesn't make sense to me in that scenario, though.
But Alex gave a good doc, right?
That's the external data sharing, but that's the thing I'm saying.
That's where you start.
Be careful with that and understand what that's doing from a security context.
Sure, but start there, right?
Yeah, Gaston, I'm aligned with you. I don't think you can do that from a service principal specifically. So, yeah.
But in general, from external data sharing, this is the doc that you need to go, and this is where you start.
Sure.
Oh man, where else are you gonna start? It's the doc. It's the official doc.
Yeah, I know. But that's a specific feature that, like, again, be careful with that feature. So
yeah, there's a whole section called security considerations. Just be sure to read that.
Yes, because you're basically not using any security principle at that point. So that's why I would be careful with it. But yeah, but like there is a B2B concept with guest users and all of that stuff, and it's the service principal part that's weird on that front. So if you could use a named user instead, like give that a try, see if that works. That should work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not for service principals. That's correct.
I don't see it in the doc. I don't see it.
So, but there's also a share thing button within the Lakehouse. You can do that, but again, that's for users. It's not. I don't know that that works for service. It definitely doesn't work for service principals in a different tenant. So, okay. All right. Rajan says he's got a 5-parter, but I only see one part. What is? Hang on, I gotta go look. Make sure I got everything. Nope, there was only one. So it said 1 of 5, and there was only one. So, okay.
Jeez.
Let's go. All right, we've identified a system query that appears to have been running continuously. Amazing. Causing throttling issues. That's not so amazing. We've been facing for our fabric capacity. Okay, but that's all I've got. What's the question? I don't know what the question is. That's a statement, not a question. So is the question about how to fix all that, or
Maybe it's how to identify it without it just running, because it's been secretly running, sort of, right?
okay? Yeah,
Or if I'm reading between the lines, that will be it.
yeah. So
Oh, one question only.
like I go back. So I'm gonna go back. I've been doing this a lot, where I go back to like I go back to like how would you have done this in the old on-prem SQL days? Like how would you have done that?
No, it's a system query. They're saying
It's
it's a system query. It's not something they're issuing. It's why is system using my my capacity units.
Oh, the online thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that service, the thing you call
Yeah.
the
So
service.
what is it? Like what is the workload that you're seeing there? So that would be a question. But we got to debug. Like I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know what the workload is. I don't know what it was actually issuing. I don't know a lot of things in the context of this. So Jake threw out support ticket. I would say yes, that's a good place to start if you want to learn more and diagnose and see what's going on. It's a maintenance thing. Support said it was a maintenance thing. Okay. Did you press them on more info? like I would be like, what does that mean? Like, and why is it there if it's killing? So the other thing I find really interesting is you're saying this maintenance thing is what caused you to throttle your capacity. That doesn't seem right. I mean, obviously, if it's long running, yeah, but
if it did, there's a problem, and they should fix it, right? They need to fix
Yeah,
it if a system
yeah.
thing,
Like,
because
if
other
that's-
people would be experienced. If it is a system thing that's doing some type of garbage collection or something like that, other people would be experiencing this problem on
Right.
their capacity,
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
so
we have
there's
not been
something
hearing
specific
this
that's
widespread.
right?
Yeah.
There's something that's specific that's going on your capacity, and you need to go back to them and say, hey, you guys have to fix this. You need to fix this. But tell
Yeah.
them Adam sent you,
Oh my
and they'll get
gosh.
it fixed.
Oh my gosh. But no, but like that should not.
Is that
So,
what
but the
Alex
other
said?
thing I call into question, I would want to go dig into your capacity metrics apps. You're saying that's the thing that took down your capacity and throttling. I find that hard to believe. I'm not saying it's not true, but like that's really that's odd to me, right? So, what are you laughing at?
Thomas said, tell him Adam sent you, but Patrick is also pissed.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's not affecting anyone else, you got a problem and they need to fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but again, I want to look at that capacity metrics app to see what else contributed to the throttling. It couldn't have just been this one maintenance thing. I find that super hard to believe. Yeah. But yeah, if it's recurring and it's actually taking all of your capacity, that's bad, and support needs to deal with that.
Yes.
So yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Support needs
100%.
to- yeah, support needs to-
yeah. I do know there are some maintenance things. Like I know RTI does something too, and like Lakehouse, you could have a thing where like if the default session idle timeout is like 20 minutes, I think, and so that'll consume capacity if it's just there and your session is on. And so like there's things like that I know that could linger, that can consume consumption, but I've never heard of any of them causing something to get throttled. So like there's other stuff going on there that's contributing to that. So
Yeah. You
Okay.
gotta check that out, man.
all right,
Gotta check that out.
Mr. Chris, Is
Oh,
this
boy.
assertion true? The big technical difference between desktop and online experience that desktop leverages 20 plus years of .NET libraries and the service build is limited to available APIs. I'm gonna say no. So one thing I know they've been doing on the desktop is rebuilding certain things so that this is how they're enabling the online service piece, is moving libraries to consistent stuff. What? Why are you laughing?
That's that question. The question. 20-year-old .NET library.
Yeah. Wait, is .NET over 20 years? Yeah, I guess it is.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's over 20
Okay,
years.
well, let's be specific, Chris. In the statement, 20 plus years of .NET libraries. Okay, they're not using .NET 1.0. So let's be clear about that. .NET 1.0 is not used in Power BI desktop. So it's not the 20-year-old assemblies in .NET. So, yeah. So, oh my gosh.
That's the dementia kicking in over there, Adam.
No,
That's that dementia
man.
kicking in.
No, it's not 1.5, Kevin. Come on. It's not even 2.0.
It's not
So
even
anyway.
2.0. It's 3.5. It's
Oh my
3.5.
gosh,
man.
whatever.
It's 3.5.
Whatever. Hey, I can go bust out just decompile and we can go look at which binaries are in desktop. We can do that. I can go down the debug rat hole and like that stuff brings me joy. So no, I love .NET. I was there in the beginning when it was still beta and it wasn't even 1.0 yet. I love .NET. I embraced it in the beginning. So that's how I learned C#. It was great. So but no, like what they've been doing though is updating Power BI desktop with like modern libraries that are portable between desktop and a web experience. And so like a lot of that work now is coming about because like even the stuff that Christian Wade showed in the keynote of like we can even do like Power Query and online, like some of those things. So these things they've been getting updated as part of that. So yeah. Man, it's getting better. It's a journey. It's a journey, right? It's been a long journey, but it's a journey. Yeah. All right.
Good question, Chris.
That was
Good question, Chris.
Was it? It was. It was an interesting question.
It sparked conversation.
It provoked thought. So yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Martha's like, oh, these old guys. I'm hanging out with these old guys.
She's like, just listen to you guys. I feel like I'm starting to get gray hair.
You will see the evolution, right, of me.
Yeah.
In this
Yeah.
time
Go
frame.
back and watch some earlier videos of Adam and I.
Yeah, James, I've got a debugger video on GynaCube. It's super old, but it's there. Oh, I love debugger. I love like a Windows debugger. Like that's great. That's like going into the Matrix. That's amazing. But no, I could go through just decompile too. There were things back. Well, I probably shouldn't say it on the stream, but yeah.
Let's go.
Well, I'm padding time a little bit, Patrick. So
We don't have any more questions.
we've got two more. So all right.
Okay.
Jake had another one. Is there a good pathway to get involved with private previews? Oh, that's a good question. So typically, you're going to want to do that through if you are a Microsoft managed account, like in terms of like you have an account team and whatnot. That's your pathway. That's a good pathway. That's the main pathway to get involved in private previews. There are times though, like at conferences where, so I saw this at FabCon where they said, hey, if you want to get like in the early thing, they gave a URL for how to do that. For certain specific things, they will advertise some of those things. But you know, it's not necessarily just, we don't have like a website or anything that just shows you that. Yeah. So.
And
so
you have to be like active and push it. Like if there are features you're really interested about.
What do you mean by active,
If there's
Martha?
something new. No, because if you have an account manager or someone from on the Microsoft side that is going to help you, they obviously have a lot of different things that they're maintaining and managing. So if you really care about something, you need to ask for that. Just keep them checking because I have no idea how many private previews run at the same time. But you have to be the one initiating and asking, I think, if you want something specific.
Yep.
Because it's probably, I don't know, how many private previews do you have running in the same time?
Oh, we've got a lot. Or like on the Fabric side, there's a lot. So there's actually a report on the Microsoft side where it has like all the private previews. So
yeah. But if you go to the One Lake Security doc, this is an example of if you wanted to get into a private preview, if you go to the One Lake Security doc and scroll to the bottom, there you go, right? If you want to get in the preview, you need access. So you just click it. And there you go. This is not a private preview. It's a gated public preview. But but I mean, sometimes they do put things out like this, right? So if you wanted to get in this, you got to go fill out this form.
So, and I would also say it's not consistent across all the features in terms of
That's true.
advertisement
That's
and
why
availability.
you need to nag your account manager.
Yeah. So, Chris coming in with a super chat.
Thanks,
Appreciate you, buddy. Hang on. Wait for it to pop up. So he said, not dead yet. Old isn't bad automatically. New isn't good by default.
Very true statement.
But
Chris.
it is different.
Very true. It's different.
Yeah.
These young whippersnappers.
Yeah. All right. So let's get one more came in. Isaac came in. Let's get Isaac. Am junior in data analytics. I need new glasses. Am junior in data analytics field and want to get the Power BI certification and the Fabric one later. What do you recommend me to be successful in this journey? Oh, that's a good question. Martha, what do you think? Where do they start? How do they get good? So they're new, they're junior, wanting to get into the certifications, Power BI, then Fabric. Like, what do we recommend for success?
Are we allowed to say, so if you're starting now?
Wait, say it and ask if we're allowed to say this, but say it out loud, and then we'll be like, yes or no, we can't say that.
Okay, so I would say, obviously do not skip Power BI, but I would just say start with Fabric from the Fabric perspective, and then dive into Power BI features as you need them, because you're gonna, it's easier to do things. Yeah, now I offended the Power BI guys, I know. Yeah, sorry.
Skip Power BI?
This is what I would say. Okay.
What?
I'm not going to disagree with Martha. I'm not going to disagree. But if you wanted to, if you wanted to start with Power BI, I cannot tell you how many times, and this is going to be a little bragging here, but I can't tell you how many times people come up to us and go, I passed the Power BI certification because I watched the Guy in the Cube YouTube videos. We don't focus on visualizations. We don't focus on DAX. We don't focus on data modeling. We focus on Power BI, and it's a big stroke across the product. And so if you want to pass the Power BI certification, go watch all the Guy in the Cube videos.
Binge them all, like just one after another. There's
all.
over 1,000.
Binge them all.
You'll get through them quick.
Yeah. That's okay. And then, but if you do want Fabric, right, there's so much. And somebody said this, and I was about to say this because I never thought I would say this about, and I work for Microsoft. I never thought I would say this about Microsoft Docs. Go look at the Learn content. It is amazing. The Learn content that Microsoft puts out around Power BI and Fabric it's phenomenal. I will tell you, it's phenomenal. I recommend it to a lot of people.
There's tons of resources too. This community is amazing community. Lots of blogs, lots of different YouTube channels, all the Learn content, Reddit, there's just the community site. There's so many things out there. So, but like the other thing I'll say too, as part of this journey to help you, because you can read stuff. I'm not someone where I read something and I learn it, right? I've got to go do it. I've got to try it. So most of the stuff that we've all learned, because people come out like, how do you know that? It's because we've tried it and like we've experienced things, and like that helps us understand how things work. I've called out things on the product side to the feature PMs. They're like, oh, it does X, Y, Z. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like maybe that's what you wanted it to do, but that's not what it actually does. Like here it is in production. Like, and they're like, oh, we got to fix that. I'm like, yeah. So try it. Like have a project that you're working on and then go push on things. The other thing I will say, and this, I'm gonna spin this and say that this aligns with what Martha said, of like, don't just go after Power BI because you want to go after Power BI. Don't just go after a specific feature because it's the new shiny thing. Like, what is the business problem you're trying to solve? And then go figure out, maybe you go down that learning path to figure out like, what is the right thing that will help me get to the solution of what I'm trying to provide. And so that'll take you into that journey.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. No, it's great. That's great. So
Okay.
pretty much Martha was right. We shouldn't have said anything. Martha was right.
That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
We should have just
Every
shut
time.
up. Martha was right.
Martha was right. Oh, yeah. And Christina, yes. Local user groups, too. Go make connections, network, and then learn things from other people. Maybe you guys can do like peer projects or, and then also they've got like the Workout Wednesday things for like Power BI stuff where it's like a combination of things you can go work on. So there's so many things. The Saturday morning learning
Oh yeah,
group.
and submit sessions.
Submit sessions. Yeah.
Oh, see, there
Then
you
have
go.
to learn it
That's
so well that you can answer questions.
It's great.
Yeah,
That's
pushes
great.
you.
That's great.
Pushes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toma's not down for the socialization. It's all right. It's not for everyone. You do you. All right. So we are at time. It's over. I know. There were
Wow.
still some more questions. We didn't get to everything. So yeah. What do you, Martha? Any words of wisdom? Closing words of wisdom.
Oh.
I know I didn't prep you for that.
Well, maybe we can highlight again. If you're gonna learn something, figure out the passion, the reasoning behind it. Why do you want to learn something, and then dig into that. Not just because it's cool and fancy. If you have the business value for it, it's gonna be easier and more motivating to learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Adam.
All right. All right. We got it. We're gonna say those are the last nuggets of wisdom for this live stream today. So appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Martha and Patrick, always a pleasure. Glad we could all come together and share and learn things together. It's gonna be an amazing next week with all the new things we've learned. All right. We will see you next Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy your next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Come under fire. They will never ever show an emotion. I never dreamed of getting in the action. Life moves with all the surprises. I never dealt with chemical reactions. It comes down to this day. You're gonna be a tough act to follow, and you better believe it. Just take a bite and see that it's gonna be too much to swallow. You better believe it. Yeah, I got one more trick, but you're gonna be a tough act to follow. All the people wanna get in the circus, trying hard to keeping up.